What is going on, breadwinners? Hummus Thunder here, and today I'm bringing you guys a video of my 5 favorite search and destroy class setups to run in Modern Warfare. A few people have asked me what guns I like to run, so I decided let me make a video on it so you guys have an idea of what I like to use, and if you guys wanted to use it for yourselves, you guys can. So I do want to make this video as short as possible, so without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. So we're going to start with the big daddy of them all, my favorite gun to run in this game, even though it got a nerf, and that is the M4A1. Now that does sound kind of scummy, but this gun is reliable, it's consistent. It's not as OP as it was in the beginning of the game. There are much stronger weapons, trust me, but this gun is absolutely fun to use. The class setup that I run on this M4A1 is the Corvus Marksman barrel, the tactical suppressor. I run the no stock stippled grip tape, and I also run the Commando Foregrip. Now the reason that I run tactical suppressor over Monolithic, I've said a few times before, is I value the ADS speed of the tactical over the Monolithic, and on most search and destroy maps, the extra damage range really doesn't make that big of a difference. I also like to run a knife with it as well, and I run specialist perks because that helps me get more and more perks. These are the set that I'm using. You can always change this up if you wanted to, but this is what I use: stim shot and thermite as well for the riot shielders. It's very good for more mid-sized range maps, like let's say Gunrunner, for example. That's a really good map. Now, if I wanted to get more close range, I would use the MP5. This gun, you guys see my MP5 video. I love it. It's super good even after the nerf. The class setup that I run on this MP5 is the Merc Foregrip, the Monolithic integral suppressor, 5mm laser, the 10mm 30-round magazine, and a stippled grip tape. Now, the reason that I don't run no stock is because no stock did get kind of a nerf, but for some weapons, it does affect it a lot more. For the MP5 it does, so that's why I like to run this class setup right over here. I'm running the same set of perks as I did on the M4. I run a specialist on almost all of my classes. I do value quick fix over EOD because with hardline equipped, you get EOD after 3 kills, you get ghost after 1 kill. So if you're running specialist, be sure to run hardline because it really does help. And I run thermite and stim shot and the knife like all my other classes. It helps me get to positions faster and kill riot shielders if there are plenty of them, or if there's any at all. Now we've covered the mid-range, close range. Now let's say if there's some scumbags on the other team, this is the retaliation class. This is what you use to smack the hell out of them. The 725. This is what I run on the class. We have choke, sawed-off barrel, 5mm laser, sawed-off stock, and sleight of hand. Now some people say you don't need sleight of hand for the 725 if you're playing search. I beg to differ. That's actually saved my ass a few times. The perks that I'm running is double time, high alert, and tune-up. I also have knife, thermite, and stim shot. Stim shot to rush with the knife is with double time, and the thermite if there's any riot shielders with 725s. I might as well actually rename that class to the big scumbag because I hate pulling that class out, and I sometimes have to because that's all the game is riddled with is 725s. So the next class setup is for the CR56 AMAX. This thing is so much fun to use. I'm kind of glad they introduced this gun into the game, but the class setup that I run on this gun is the big barrel Commando Foregrip, the EXO stock. I also run a sleight of hand, and I run stippled grip tape. Now sleight of hand is pretty cool for this gun because for me it feels like the reload takes forever, which is why I run it. You can always change that out for whatever you want, but this is what I choose to run on my class. I have the same perks as the other guns. I have specialist with hardline equipped. I have the knife, stim shot, and thermite. There seems to be a sort of theme that goes on with my classes, and it's very rush oriented. You could always change some of the stuff up if you wanted to, but this is how I like to play my game, is to get into positions fast and to hold down a strong point and just kind of mow them down from there and then run a gun around. Now here's the big daddy of them all, the meta gun everyone is running. I actually used to like this gun before it got super buffed, but we have the FAL. I run the XRK Marksman barrel, the Cronin LP 945 mini reflex optic. You can choose whichever one you want. No stock, stippled grip tape, and Merc Foregrip. Now this thing is, like you guys already know, it's super broken, super busted. I try not to use a lot of these classes. Actually, what I like to use the most is the MP5 and the M4 or the CR56 AMAX. I know back then those two guns are really scummy, but in the meta of the FAL 725 and the Galil, it's actually more balanced now to run the MP5 and the M4. To believe it or not, the new guns are actually super broken. So it's not like the old days where this M4 and MP5 are like the reigning kings of SnD, because in reality it's not anymore. But I'm running the same perks that I run on the other guns, other classes. I'm running knife, stim shot, and thermite as well. Those are my 5 search and destroy classes that I would recommend. I hope you guys enjoyed the video though. I will catch you guys on the next Hummus Thunder episode. Peace.